Whenever we watch commercials, we always hear about the #1 toothpaste brand or the longest-lasting batteries. Advertisements claim that 9 out of 10 doctors recommend a specific brand of paracetamol, or say that experts say that a certain type of paint is the best for outdoor painting. Surely we've sat through commercial breaks where all the brands claim that they are #1. What's interesting about these is that they work on the viewers, mostly because these commercials have numbers and statistics. Would something really catch your attention if it doesn't claim that it's the best of the best? Well, Darrel Huff would actually want us to think twice whenever we hear these types of advertisements. It's easy to get fooled whenever statistics are in play, especially since we're normal viewers. But with these tips, we'll learn how to be vigilant whenever we come across these types of claims and statistics. Here are the top 7 lessons from the book How to Lie with Statistics by Darrel Huff. Lesson 1. Check the biases. When faced with numbers and statistics, we'd think that these are all sound, since they went through ample research and data gathering. However, Darrel Huff would want us to be slow to believe everything we come across. The book says that there are always different selection biases when it comes to different sampling methods. For example, if one were to interview a person, it would be rare for someone to state an answer that would make them look bad. Others may even come up with answers that would please the interviewer rather than state their own views and opinions. Not all studies implement a sound sampling technique. Thus, one should always check different selection biases that may be used in a study's data gathering. Lesson 2. Define the definition. Advertisers may also tweak the definition of some words to fit their research, so they can get the best-looking statistic. Whenever a study or census is to be conducted, researchers always define the words or concepts they will use. For example, the meaning of family or school may differ when we compare them in 2 studies. One must always make sure that the definition of something being mentioned in a statistic is well defined, so as not to be misconstrued and generalized. Lesson 3. Don't be fooled by charts. Let's be honest, we usually trust tables, charts, and graphs. They're easy, efficient, and concise. What's more to ask for? However, the author advises us to check these closely, since these can be designed to make the information look good when they are otherwise. For example, some charts would change the starting point of a graph to make changes look drastic. Others would even decide to not label their graphs so as to let the readers make the assumptions. There are various tricks to present graphs in a manner that is easier on the eyes. Hence, we should always make sure to double-check the information that is given to us. Lesson 4. Look for proof. Something a lot of marketers do is state that their product does something, but it actually only does the other. Let's say there's a new drug that someone wants to sell as a cure for a cold. However, after clinical trials, it wasn't proven that it could cure cold, but it was found that it does kill up to 50% more germs and bacteria than other drugs. So when presented with this information, try to think if the findings actually have anything to do with curing a common cold. We shouldn't be amazed at everything we hear and instead be critical. Lesson 5. Mind the percentages. One wouldn't think that it would be easy to manipulate numbers. Surely these are derived from hours of computation and data gathering. However, although one cannot really change the numbers, the presentation can easily tweak the appearance of these numbers. Marketers can also do these with percentages. Whenever someone mentioned that there was a 10% increase, one should first wonder about what this increase is compared to. Was it the last day? Perhaps the last month or quarter? We should always think about what these percentages equate to in whole number form. Maybe the 10% increase was just an increase from 10 sales last Monday to 11 sales on Tuesday. Lesson 6. Double-check causations and averages. Another thing the book would like us to ponder on before believing is correlation implying causation. A lot of studies and material claim that just because 2 things are correlated, then one thing must cause the other. But this isn't always the case. We've all heard of how studying leads to a higher salary. Although it does make sense, education doesn't always lead to a high salary. There's a lot that can go into landing a stable and good-paying job, such as connections and a good family name. Just because things are related doesn't mean that they bring forth one another. The book also advises against outright believing averages and generalizations. For example, a company would advertise itself by saying that its employees' salaries went up 60% in the last 5 years. By generalizing its employees, what this may fail to state is that other employees such as cleaners, lunch servers, and messengers only saw a 5% increase while rank-and-file employees had a 20% increase. Lesson 7. Refer to the source. The book already taught us what to be wary of whenever we see statistics and advertisements and such. Now, wouldn't it be better if we can teach ourselves how to know if statistics are misleading us? Darrel Huff agrees with this and revealed that the best way to uncover the purpose of statistics is to check the source. One should always check who said such statistics and where these came from. This is to know if there may have been any internal biases or if the numbers were given to project a certain feeling to the readers. We should also make sure that the sources implemented the correct data gathering techniques in getting the statistics stated. When checking the source, be sure to ask yourself if there's anything missing. There may be lacking information, such as raw numbers, the controls set, the sampling method, and the population assessed. And of course, we should also check if the statistics make sense. Sometimes we suspend our common sense just for the numbers to make sense, but this shouldn't happen. In conclusion, this book teaches us how to be vigilant and critical of the numbers that are presented to us. In an age where everything can be so easily manipulated by the media, it is vital for us to be able to distinguish between facts and misleading numbers. By applying the tips and tricks shown to us in the book, we can become smarter and analytical persons. How about you? How would you stay away from bad statistics? Tell me in the comment section. Thank you for listening. If you like the book summary and you want to see more in this category, please like and subscribe so I can create more. You can also get a free copy of the entire audiobook by clicking the link in the description. Until next time.